car or at all. Fishing, you're gonna be drunk if you've done it right. But since we're volunteer policemen, we don't get no kind of trouble.
Yeah, Larry. But folks should also make sure it's a real body of water. I once drank a case of lager.
After being poised on the verge of evacuation, Vice City finally breathes a sigh of relief today as meteorologists report Hurricane Gordy will bypass the state without incident. All bridges to Ocean Beach and Vice Point have now been reopened, and flights to and from Escobar International Airport have recommenced. VNN, where good news is no news.
Thanks a lot for that, Bob. Thank you. Moving on with the show.
Yeah. Got a beer, LJ?
Hell no.
No?
Hell no, not a beer. I got a fucking case of beer. Drink up, boy. Man up.
Nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be some good fucking show. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. God damn, Bobby. You're a regular wind tunnel in there. Holy
Perfect
shit.
vision.
Smells like a fucking camel.
Man, you crack me up, man. Thanks. Drinks.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff. You know, LJ, I just want you to know, and you mean a lot. A real lot.
Fishing these parts, see, it's all about selecting the right way to go after your prey. And you really got to think about how to approach the fish, you know? What kinds of pole you can use.
And make sure you use the right bait. I mean, I use a stink bait by rubbing night crawlers and grubs on my junk. Real nice. It's unresistible, my junk.
Legendary. It's true. They still talking about it in the platoon. Every time we get back together, every single Memorial Day, we always hear about the smell of his junk.
Yeah. Hey, when you're in a foxhole, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I've seen fish just jump straight out the water and bite his nuts.
Remember that time in the foxhole?
I believe I blacked out that time. I never did find out why. Except for sure it was the Vietcong did that.
You're a host. Talk.
I'm sorry. Tell you, fish can't resist a good stink bait.
Or a jerk bait. I do that a lot, too. It's really primal, you know? I mean, what am I gonna do? Fishing makes me horny sometimes. You know what I'm talking about, Larry. You know, it's like football, you know, and a change of rooms after a big win.
Whoa, hey, watch out, Bob! There, got the fucker.
I'm telling you, man, fishing and hunting at the same time is good, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because you don't have to pick between the two things you like equally. You know, and people don't judge you unfair for it. You know, like some folks who get all judgmental and shit and start calling it a sin.
Hey, listen, you're fishing inland from Vice City, waiting for bass and lily pads filled with gators, snakes, copperheads. That's a snake. All right, well, anyway, it's always a hoot. Now, the way I see it, something's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Man's gotta eat.
That's right, man. You know what I do? I lure him in with my big shiner, my rod tip, dancing on the edge of the water, just waiting for a big wet bite. You want to see?
No, I do not, Bob.
Look, when you catch that big one, that's what I'm trying to say. You got to rattle them in the boat. It feels so good to pin something in the ground, you know? They're wiggling around and trying to resist. You know, when you're out there, it's easy to conceive of men without women, you know? And like women without men. You know, about three of them, you know? Like, I don't know, Swedish or some shit.
Hey, listen, most important of all, make sure you sink every penny you own into a good boat.
Yeah, because then they can't get any of that alimony, you know what I mean? No alimony for bitches.
Yeah.
Because women are trouble.
Amen.
Let me tell you something. That's why when I go to a strip club, I tear the bills in half, and I get two stuffs for $1. Women are teasers, and they only care about money. Sick of it.
Kids, you listening up? Hey, you know fishing's competitive, too. I mean, trying to break the sound barrier to get to a fishing hole early in the morning is a great way to spill the cooler full of beer, not the transom the bottom half of your motor off your boat, you know? I mean, 50 boats going 0 to 70 in 15 seconds on the same body of water in the dark at 6 a.m. while drinking? Woo! Now that's having fun out in nature. That is fucking conservation.
And if turtles or liberals or anybody else gets in your way, or your good time, just shoot them. Survival of the fittest, man. That's how I got here. I mean, to think there were a million other sperm I had to compete against, swimming around in my mom's love tunnel. Thank you for going to what I'm trying to say. Because I have the highest form of life on the earth, all from that one day. That, because I got these thumbs. I call them trigger fishes. That's what I call them. You know what? Whatever. Let's take a quick break. You're listening to Bait and Switch. And even though the environmentalists cry every time we say it, this is VCPR, Vice City Public Radio.
And this is Jonathan Freeloader, formerly of Channel 4 News, now here at half the pay because that's what public radio is all about. Doing good, feeling very good about yourself. But like I told my divorce attorney, I'm gonna starve that bitch. Bait and Switch is brought to you by Double Odd Lager Beer. When you're trying to ease the pain of life with a TV cowboy for a president, do it fast with Double Odd Lager.
Now back to Bait and Switch.
Okay, you're back on Bait and Switch. Now, me and Bobby here was just talking about these do-gooders trying to save the whale or the giraffe or the manatee or the platypus or the echidna, whatever. Now, when I'm fishing a good spot in the cove or open ocean, that big dumb sea cow just gets in my way.
I saw a manatee at the Vice City Aquarium last week. It let out a feces the size of your head.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I don't want anyone coming in my bathroom watching me do a number two.
Okay.
So, remember, survival is important. We hunt to kill, but nature hunts us to kill too.
What?
No, I meant that. I'm just...
I'm just...
You get stuck out in the bush and you had to stay warm. Say, what would you do?
Look, hey, man, a man's got to live off the land, you know?
Right.
You got to be prepared to wrap yourselves in plastic wrap together and share the warmth, man. You know, hey, two bodies pressed together, and, you know, it's cold,
Yeah.
spoon, you do what you got to do, man.
Or as an alternative to that, you know, you can you just bring some gasoline, set some on fire.
Yeah, you know what, that's it. Burning shit is great.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, burn people too, I don't care. That's how we want Nam. Any scrubber bar should do it, really.
So that's it. That's it. Everything you need for a successful trip into the wilderness.
Yeah.
We got boats, fishing poles, high quality ordnance, beer.
Yeah, beer.
We got more beer.
Yeah. And a buddy. Don't forget a buddy out there.
Yeah, and you have yourself a good old time.
You know, some Indian tribes have beauty contests where a female contestants have to kill and slaughter a sheep. I mean, to see a woman all covered in blood and sinew. They're all rabbit bitches anyway.
Yeah, amen to that. Amen to that. Now that was this week's You and Your Boat. You're listening to Bait and Switch with me, Larry Joe, my co-host, Bobby Ray.
No, wait. We're more than co-hosts, all right? We're buddies. I take a bullet for you. A big load to face.
Yeah, what?
We're best buddies, is what I'm saying.
Sure.
I mean, we did that thing together.
No,
We're best buddies.
no, we did not
No.
do that thing.
No,
You
we
asked
did
and I
so.
said, no, we could not
did
do
so.
that. We
became blood brothers, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, after you cut your hand, taking that treble boat out of that CNI door.
Yeah, right.
You accidentally snagged.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about. Of course.
I mean, we have the best times, you know? You, me, the guys, men, having fun together, we're laughing, crying, hugging.
Shut up with that funny shit. Just can it right there, Bobby Ray. You hear me?
Goddamn break, man. This stuff's important.
Listen, I have a wife listening
Yeah,
right
she's
now.
a goddamn whore.
What? Oh, man. Oh, what? No, not this again. Again. All right, now we're on the air. We're at the boat show, okay? Good times, man. Think happy thoughts. Outboard motors, dead fish, bullets ripping through flesh.
I'm thinking about that right now.
Oh, great. That's happening. So anyhow, listen, Bait and Switch is coming at you today from the boat show here at Vice City. I hate myself. Look, don't lose any sleep over it, all right? Just don't worry about it. Yeah, we met some great folk here at the boat show. Real people, not office folk. I mean, people with necks. A couple of girls with big tits advertising the ammunition bazooka sale. I said to her, hey, you got a license to carry them 44s? Oh, she didn't get it.
Sluts, man. You know what I mean? They're just sluts.
All right, shut up, okay? You hear me? Just shut up, all right? I ain't doing this no more. And I mean no more like never. You hear me, Bobby Ray? You hear me? You're acting hysterical, acting funny. And I don't mean ha-ha funny. I mean funny like...
Yeah, man. All right. I hear you, Larry Jones.
All right, so say it.
Look, man, all right? I'm sorry I called your wife Mary Sue a whore, okay? And those two hooker sluts. I'm sorry.
Look, Bobby's just upset this big old striker that he had in the line broke. Rosie's about to pull in the boat. I mean, I understand that. Now, he's just letting off some steam. Trying to relax. Sometimes relaxing can be stressful. It's like when you accidentally hit a bitch in the face for mouthing the fuck off you. You know what I'm saying? And you be quiet, or I'll walk. You'll be back at the truck stops and off the goddamn radio. Oh, man, relaxing's great. Boat show, it's all about relaxing.
I'll tell you, man, you know what relaxes me? Jerking off.
Right now on Bait and Switch, we got a guy I met earlier with something no serious outdoorsman should be without. Welcome to Bait and Switch, Kenny Crane.
Hi guys, how y'all doing?
Hey, have a lager beer.
You bet your ass.
So, Kenny, how you enjoying the boat show?
Man, it just gets better every year. I mean, this year is just amazing. I mean, it's just full of boats up all the blocks.
Yeah, it's incredible, you know what I mean? These boats. I mean, you know, you see guys standing around thinking about what comes natural and primal, you know.
Yeah, you bet your sweet ass, but I'm here representing my product. Something I invented, you know. And no serious owner should ever consider going up the wilderness without her. Dear urine.
Hey, now what in the high holy hell you talking about, son?
Have you ever curved yourself in deer urine? The bugs can't resist it, boy. They'll roll up on you. Look at old wide-eyed, scratching their antlers on the trees. It'll give you a big throbber, I'm telling you.
Look, I don't care. I ain't putting no animal urine on me.
I will. I mean, for the show.
That just about wraps up our program, broadcasted from the Vice City Boat and Sports Show. Stop down here if you can. You'll see a lot of things make you proud to be a man.
Like other men.
Like guns and
Yeah.
flags for your trucks and beating up on little girls and stuff like that. You know, new ways through technology and showing who is the dominant species. Until next time, stick in your rod and screw the limit. And if it moves, fill it full of holes.
Amen to that.
Oh, shit.
That was Bait and Switch. Wow, Florida has a lot of heritage, doesn't it? They say the South will rise again. And look, they've infiltrated this station. But that's what public radio is. It represents the public, 25% of which is at least that dim-witted and lazy. I'm Michelle Montanius, now one from the archives of old-time radio, from before this was a public station, a show that first aired 40 years ago, The Time Ranger.
The Vice City Broadcasting System and American Oil and Motors present The Time Ranger. He travels through time, hunting the biggest game of all, public enemies that try to destroy our America. He's Ernest Keegle, a man of mystery, well, a student of science and polygamy, a man who has a time machine in his pants that, when he masters, he travels back in time to right wrongs, save women, and pleasure himself. With his sometimes lover, when he's intoxicated, the lovely Trixie Lane, the Time Ranger meets up with danger tonight in Boxing the One-Eyed Clown.
Boy.
Oh, heavens, Ernie, do you have to carry on like this every night?
Quiet, Dame, quiet, will ya? Why you always emotional at the wrong time?
Oh, Ernie.
Don't Ernie me, go sit in the corner, you dumb cluck. This is something I gotta do. Not just for me, not just for you, but for everyone. Why, when I take out my time machine, I can go just about anywhere. My mind wanders, see? And I'm a Union soldier storming into the home of a defenseless southern slave owner. Or at a Roman orgy somewhere with a centurion's helmet on. Or the girls' locker room at a high school at some godforsaken town. Now, if you'll pardon me, Toots, I shall go into the commode there and travel back in time. Be back in about 5. And so our hero travels back in time. Where to? He never knows. Wherever he is needed most.
Sire, why art thou getting intimate with thyself in yonder corner?
Ah, say what? You can't see me. I'm completely invisible. Don't break my concentration, kid. I must have traveled to the wrong place. I wanted to be at a Viking solstice feast with a couple of milkmaidens sampling the dairy products. You get the idea?
But I too can see thee. You better put that thing away. Mother caught me doing that and made me...
All right, stow it. I don't need to hear your personal history stories, son. This is my time machine, see? And by the way, it's not an ordinary...
Gee willikers, it sure is small.
Knock it off. I don't need to know what I already know, all right? Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll travel back to high school and save Mary one more time from marrying that awful bounder who became a disreputable senator. Oh, Mary, you're some cheerleader. Let me have that. Those pom-poms. What's that, doll? Under the bleachers? You got it. Yes. Hey, don't give me the cold hard stare, kid. When you get middle-aged and spend each day in self-loathing, you'll understand. Believe me, you will. Hey, by the way, tell me, what year is this anyhow?
The sundial says it's 1175. This is England. Dragons roam the land, and we are also infested with cliches.
Tell me about it.
Well, you can travel the future.
Ah, yes, of course I can. Don't you listen? I told you, that's where I'm from. I'm the Time Ranger. I like to travel through time and fight injustice. So tell me, boy, what do you do for fun?
I like to torture animals and slow kids.
Good for you.
Tell me more about the future.
Well, kid, let me tell you, things are a little different there. Might want to get a quill and write this down. You could learn something. Let me tell you a few things about life, 800 years from now. First off, there's a big difference between excitement and what you call arousal. But these newfangled... give you either at any time. Next off, sometimes use special potions and emollients and rubs and ointments to make their, testes reach the floor. You know what I'm talking about. Testicles, family jewels. And women, they paint their faces yellow and are sometimes called Brian walking the streets of the village. And that, my boy, is the future, like it or not.
Hello, Richard. Have you burnt those plague victims yet? Who are you talking to? Mother, this is my new friend.
Why, I don't see anybody. I need you to get on with killing those lepers. But first, empty the chamber pots on their heads.
No, really. It's the Time Ranger. He's from the future. He says in the future, unicorns go around pleasing women.
Well, they try anyway.
Well, that sounds interesting.
I'll say the future sounds saucy.
Now, don't you and your visible friend get hot under the collar. I don't want any more of your silly ideas. Autoerotic asphyxiation, indeed. Tell me, does my pox look okay in this tub? The king is coming by to take me illicitly.
How you doing, doll? Forgive me. Nice to meet you. I'm the, Time Ranger.
Good heavens, the ghost!
No, it's the Time Ranger.
What I just said.
He's got a special mini thingy that when he rubs, helps him right the world's wrongs. He showed me.
You did what with my son?
Don't get your knickers in a twist, sweetheart. I kept it on the up and up with the boy. Now, while it sounds confusing, it is in fact completely natural. And my own empirical research has definitely proved you don't go blind, which is lucky for me. Besides which, I am from the future. And now, I know my mission. I must save you from this awful king who's coming to have his vicious way with you. I must overthrow this maniacal monarch and establish a democracy. Yeah, where people are free and everyone has cars and, double-enders.
Well,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
well, I appreciate your kind offer. But to be honest, since my husband got slaughtered by the Gothic hordes, I rather enjoy the king's visitations. It's the only action I get. Besides which, his waters have turned black, and he'll be dead soon.
I got no clue what that means, sweetheart, but it does sound pretty awful.
Well, times are tough since the Black Death took 1 and 3. The king ensures we have enough grain, he drowns the witches, and protects us from the dragons.
All right, I get it. This king must die. You don't gotta spell it out for me.
Well, we all must die. We all must die. But the real question is, will we go to the fiery pits to burn in eternal torment, or will we really suffer?
Now, that's where you're incorrect, dollface. You see, I'm from the future, like I told you, from 1938. Where I live is just like heaven. Why, we even had a brief period recently where cocaine can be purchased from a pharmacist and the cheerleaders never grow old.
That future sounds awful. Time Ranger, leave us to burn the lepers in peace. Your time here is done.
Then, madame, if you'll excuse me, I must enter the dark recesses of time through this special portal I carry about my person.
Oh, fiery heavens! Richard, avert your eyes!
So small.
The Time Ranger is a eunuch! Oh!
I heard that, Guts.
And so our hero travels in time once more. Where to? He never knows. Wherever he is needed most, and whichever way his time machine points him. Sometimes forward, sometimes backwards. Always fun if you're open-minded.
Oh la la, monsieur! What are you doing with that little gherkin?
Ah, stow it, mademoiselle. Nothing. You see, you can't see me. Oh, boy. That's better. Anyway, I'm, from the future.
Zut alors, monsieur, this I know nothing about, but these are terrible times. People are being slaughtered.
What? We can't have that. Well, fear not, young lady. The Time Ranger is here. My time machine must sense a disturbance.
Yes, off with your head, off with your head. Either off with your head or off with your pretty skirt. C'est abominable.
Whatever that means. But tell me,
Abominable.
yes, who's committing this atrocity, anywho?
It's revolting little